ये क्या हो रहा है?
It's his scarf. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on. Caribert! Caribert! Where are you? Curses! Forest Rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen a,
I asked you first.
I said, have you...
Hey, whoa! Look, there are hilly trees.
Exactly.
You Forest Ranger scum!
You're raving.
Curse you all, Forest Rangers.
I don't...
He'd only just... So tell me.
Jeez. I was frightened at first, but it didn't...
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a...
Caribert! Caribert, stop! Whatever you saw, I told you. Caribert? How could the... Come! Caribert, we have...
Papa?
Caribert,
Papa, I can't take it.
please, Caribert. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa?
I see. I understand now. Finally, it... Ah, traveler. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you in any case, my real Clotar Alberic. You saw it too, didn't you? Yeah. I am... At long. That is no business of yours. A sinner. Caribert did not deserve his fate, but now... It's wonderful. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom. Sinister. Oh, I never... We once believed to us, and the one who controls the abyss. We yearn. But what did you... Oh, Prince.
What did he just call me?
ये क्या था? Traveler! Traveler!
क्या हो क्या रहा
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness you're awake.
है?
Paimon was worried sick. Traveler? Traveler?
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and the information and memories flow within the ley lines. You mean after founding the curse of immortality, after 100 years, yet his dark legacy lived on. You could say that. He wouldn't be the Abyss.
Are you alright? You have...
So you saw his memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. It all but defies still, and it seems closely, and yet your brother never breathed a word of this incident. Indeed. What is it?
The field?
You mean here?
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
A male and female skeleton. Interestingly, the male skeleton. But what does this mean? What? Unless Clotar this all raises far. We should part.
Huh?
It's better that we split up.
Who's he?
Yes. If the time is right.
What do you mean that he's...
I fear that while.
What? Why?
All right. Let's.
There goes Dane. And just like that, it's back to being... What is it? Huh?
Complete. Yay. भाई बहुत हैं यार. चैप्टर 4 का एक्ट 4 करना है मुझे.
Time to go.
Good old caravan rebot. Now let Paimon think. Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahida's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her. So much time has already passed since then. And Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahida won't have... Yeah, guess come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahida's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's... but never mind.
I just finished a commission. That's when I saw you two all the way over there. Huh? Can't say I saw that bumping into you like... Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh,
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine. So, when are you leaving?
oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going-away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida? Oh, good point.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now.
Goodbye, dear. Bye-bye, Sumeru. After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if... What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us... Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at... Yeah! The more we can learn, the better. So... To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his fame. I was expecting it.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice.
Hi. Really? Like,
Well, good tales are often based on whether something is true or not. Simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story be. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably.
but,
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the chief.
you're a trees? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, wait. Paimon almost forgot to ask you.
Oh, that's easy.
In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more to.
Huh.
No.
That's right.
Huh. First. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon!
Yeah.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's.
Yes, you're.
Come on.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Arc, but who knows how long making an appointment. Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her. Hello?
Huh? Ah,
Oh, okay.
about many. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
No, people call the waters, and no, I can still see that hill clearly. He would skip, but now.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and...
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler. We just arrived. We were just talking with your sister.
I see.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too.
So, what did Lynette mean?
Oh, that. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies where to begin. Let's put that question on hold for a moment.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake?
Please, don't take a...
Oh, all right then. By the way, we were just...
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. Please, follow me.
time to go.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina?
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she...
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Thosalor, hereby welcome you to the nation.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some...
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about.
Ooh, I've got...
You may consider...
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire her bravery.
Yeah. On Araneus, criminals...
You see.
Right.
Why do you care so much besides? How exactly do you plan to have?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's Our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Linny do that?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the Traveler's hand all along. It was...
Huh? You call...
Amusing. They're performing. In which case, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance.
Just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little prep. So...
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny.
It will actually be my first time performing on the most when there are no public trials being held. And speaking of
My brother's old...
Oh, sure. We don't really have...
Splendid. Oh, you really... This is a magical item known as a magic puck.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... I'm not sure exactly when it began. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin, until one day, in the end, the people will all be dissolved into...
That sounds pretty gloomy.
There are lots of guesses. Others say that the people... But here in Fontaine...
If even the...
That's exactly what the people did at first. But, in the last few... Many people carry on with their lives. We hope that at least the... As a magical...
Oh, Paimon gets it.
Now, if...
What's this?
What?
No, the story says as time wore on, people decide. So,
Oh.
all right.
So you're the blonde... Oh, thanks.
one with nature.
Huh? I don't want... Life is all...
You should still...
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that... if I start moving, that means I've...
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some... interesting opinions. Yes, but that...
Is there anything else?
Yes, one...
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like, and we'll have...
Oh, that would be much appreciated.
Time to go. Time to go.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect Romaritime flowers.
I'll take care of it.
Go, Barbara, go!
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the Court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the Court of Fontaine before...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her?
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really... Watch her movements
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll... All right, let's go.
Windstrider.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running. What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away. Nothing's for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get...
I'll be all right.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it.
But at least we were able to get the stolen item.
What a slippery lip...
All right, let's...
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around! People in Fontaine really know how to use water!
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring, even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us.
What?
Guess that's what it's like to be an older bro-
It's about time for us to leave. Let's...
Oh, excuse me! Aren't you the great magician, Lenny?
Hello? I don't believe...
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh?
It's an honor to meet.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across... Amazing! You recognize everybody almost... Wow. So, Charlotte, what do you... Well, when there isn't any break, you could still manage to keep readers' attention. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships. Or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed. So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found? That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that But the scariest part is that to this, many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those... I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
कितना ड्रामेटिक है।
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with... Yeah, us is... I have an interview. Okay, bye now. Oh. What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone.
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Sure.
Time to go.
Gotta find that balance between flavor and
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go?
Oh.
I see. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Lenny, could you come here?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me? Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Before I forget, the Traveler and I collect...
Yes, I went...
That's our Fremine.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it...
I'm afraid that's just how it is.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about... It said that when I was a child, my mother told me that if I... Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon!
If it's an elemental dragon, dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very... Let Paimon try something. Hydro dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you...
It rained for longer than I suspected.
Was there something you needed to do?
Yeah, some prep on the day of the performance. Just ride the aquabus to the island of Araneus.
Oh,
What is it, Freminate? Perhaps we could... I'm afraid that...
No trouble at all?
sorry for the
Oh, no need!
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Oh no, we're just here to...
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets! No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, but they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run.
Wow. So, is...
I can't say for sure.
Hey! Is this...
Why use your hand?
But where does a big machine like that...
Well, but basically...
Huh?
Well, I'm not when a trial isn't...
So, that's what its other function... But... What? Oh, yeah! So that...
Even though I've never... Besides Indemnitium, it isn't produced by the...
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away.
You again?
Yeah, but...
Huh?
Seems business isn't...
Hey, hold on! Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debt? If Confrere of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid...
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we help.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well.
Hey, you, Northland Bank...
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait...
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and... Listen to me.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get... You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witness. Shouldn't let your guard down.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a step?
Oh, now you notice. It's a little huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I...
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing?
Well... but recently, there seems to be some sort of restless...
Maybe you losing control of your vision just...
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when it was during that time I learned she was always quiet and very mysterious. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. Because I had awakened it, and traces of it...
But what is it?
She never explained that. In my dream...
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a...
That's just an abstract. It takes that shape.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? So why don't you just go ask your master?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident but it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you.
What? More...
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelist?
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected so engaging in, and the worst case, though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what so really, the old...
So, do many people actually...
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine besides, none of... Apparently the one I'm meeting today...
Well, that's child for ya.
Oh, before I forget, I want...
Huh?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. Besides, I just...
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea?
That sneaky guy. Well... Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter... sorry. The whodunits here in Fontaine are... It's so exciting to reach the moment... Oh, sorry. Hey. Shouldn't we... Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus!
Illusion Chef!
Everyone hold hands! Let's dance! Hey!
There is no escape!
Into the wind.
Shine down!
I see everything! I'll protect us. Go, Barbara, go!
One with nature.
Everyone hold hands! Let the show begin. Go, Barbara, go! Hey! Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara, go! I see everything!
Archon.
I don't know why you always feel...
I guess if there are
Maybe this is one of the
Vache.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. What do you mean?
Hey, you're not
Nice. In fact,
It's because of her sen-
when do you cry?
Wait, what?
Just answer me.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears. So maybe what you heard was the intense.
So, what did the voice say?
Rather than worrying about them, don't let that calm look of his fool you.
Oh, right. I wonder where humans come from.
Time to go.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world.
I can tell, but you're actually right on time. The audience... The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations.
Ooh, front row seat.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny! Could you come over here and take a look at...
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
Time to go.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down. Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up. You little. Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is...
Oh, so you, wait, that's not it. Paimon's, sorry. Paimon's the one who was oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front.
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I...
Oh, so you're not friends with Lenny, then. Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just...
It is an honor to meet you, and as required by...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor...
Ah, Mr...
Wait.
I saw you all chatting. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to...
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. And by the way, I should there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite... I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant... So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh.
Very good. That is for the best.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just...
Yay! The show is finally about to start! Oh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone. Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can... Both Lynette and myself have removed our vision.
Oh, good.
Now, without further ado, I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything! Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of the...
If we could see ease to appreciate magic.
Guess you're right.
Thank you everyone. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our lucky Now please.
Wow! Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does...
The lucky audience member will be generated by... It selects numbers in... Now then, let's begin. Let me... Please, come forward. My assistant will take you... I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, like this. 60, 59, 50. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when... Oh, and no tricks now.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after you...
No, that won't do. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
Hello,
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Neverlet?
I am counting in my head.
हाँ अभी
I
update
think
हुआ.
things are
Okay,
exciting
तब से
enough in
update नहीं हो
here
रहा
as
था.
it is. Merely a consequence of my identity.
Oh, all right. You look so serious that... 40, 30...
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there?
Yes, I'm fine. It would be a disaster.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny...
मोबाइल में नेट नहीं चल रहा पता नहीं क्यों.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
I think stream भी नहीं चल रही होगी फिर तो proper.
Not sure. Anyway, that's...
25! 24! 23! What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be
मोबाइल में कुछ
perfect.
दिक्कत हो गई शायद.
Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds.
मैं
Hear them counting?
5G वाला कहाँ गया?
19, 18, 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone.
खत्म हो गया
It
फोन.
feels like you're all starting to count faster, but
साला नेट
that's all
चलना
right.
बंद हो गया.
I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still
बस
plenty
के
of
रिव्यू
time.
दिखाओ जरा.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping 2 people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the
पता
same
नहीं लोग मेरा
inside.
सामान किससे भेज रहे हैं यार. आई वे
No, that's
लॉजिस्टिक.
not it. I'll try again.
ना रेटिंग है ना रिव्यू.
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
5, 4, 3,
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
क्या नौटंकी चल रही है यार.
Ta-da!
प्रेस्टीज. अबे थोड़ी वैसी नहीं चल रही. बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक. एंड द फाइनल पार्ट. ड्रम रोल्स. अरे ये तो कुछ और है.
What happened? Is this Mr. Lenny? You're going to use magic?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was.
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Go.
Yes, that's right.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the.
अब से कुछ स्टोरी बनना शुरू हुई है.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guests from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, it appears that this... And there are many...
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really. Using such a shallow and obvious... I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearance...
Huh? Why me?
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? Now that I think about it.
That can't be right. He was in the box on the stage the entire time. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates?
Huh? I just think that he... Well, But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like...
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the...
I mean, that's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support... But with... So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and...
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Well, traveler, seems Lady, are you willing to act as Mr. Linny's attorney and defend him in this case? Very well. The trial... Linny and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of...
Linny!
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
ये कब आया 22 तारीख को ठीक है
I understand. Even I'm not sure what happened, so I can only imagine how difficult it is for you to grasp the situation. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But, if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
हाय हाय
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier.
क्या
Cool, huh? Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It was...
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. But with the guards watching, good thing you agreed.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just leave... Oh, since we're going...
Oh, well.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving.
I suppose you're right. But if we should go somewhere.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation...
चलो भाई खत्म करो इसको क्वेस्ट को
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this...
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with... This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely...
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
क्या है आय हाय साला पूरा चूतिया ही बना दिया है
Go ahead, have a look around.
So this is the rope that broke... The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Look, most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of... Wait! Whoever the...
यार भाई ये साले समझ ही नहीं आ रहा कुछ। कहाँ है गाइड?
Whoever the murderer was, this rope was... Why would it be...
लगता है दूर से वहाँ कहीं जाके देखना पड़ेगा। इंसाइड ही बोल रहा है।
I see that you're if you find any...
We don't have too many... The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that...
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with beta... I'm of the opinion when the pyrotech...
Wait, was it...
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to... Oh, that's true.
That does remind Paimon, though.
The investigation team has some new...
See?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Linny used the machine. Well,
it turns out that this... I'm sure you already... In other words...
That much...
That you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny. Linny's magic...
The seats were all booked in advance. Sure. It's not. Her name is Halsey. Apparently, the Magic Troop member. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all. That's how it seems to.
Okay, then.
No need to be so. It is of utmost.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
From mediating to... And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules...
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melud.
Huh?
My apologies, demoiselle.
No need.
Okay.
All merely trifling... That's right. Judging from the look...
Really? We think so, but...
Intuition, naturally. Farina sure was... But that's not... Anyway.
Sounds more...
Well, what's your opinion? All right.
Wait a minute. Did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry. You won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Well... why would that be? See,
Mulai
Silver and
nyanyi lagi
Malus?
खेलते-खेलते.
I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectation, then if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants. Wait! That's more like it.
Far be it from me to... You wish to save a...
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got...
I have nothing to add.
Oh, we'll be making some preparations first. Just... Sorry. Were you always guarding this? Yes, after the chief. So, the missing girl couldn't have left? I doubt. How can you be... Well, I couldn't see Linny's performance, but still, So, it's safe to say that... All right, thank you for your help. This'll... There's just everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to...
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you... Sorry. And these are my companions. Would you mind...
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would...
Well, let's just say we're tag...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, but before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
अब 80 90 हजार के
I'm not
फोन कोई
trying to
क्यों
be
लेगा यार
dramatic.
इंडिया में
Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from
और कोई सोचेगा आइकन ले लो इससे अच्छा
Very good indeed. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put two and two together...
Oh, so there was a passageway under...
I knew you'd figure out most of the two magic... See this the box with the...
This trolley can...
I see.
Precisely.
So that's...
Once the box was lowered, the audience member would only...
Right.
Ah, yes. My assistant and I had already...
And what about...
I was in the mezzo... That's how we were able to coordinate Linny...
I mean, we are, and that's my...
So that's how it all worked.
Lynette would briefly, and then but as you saw, Cal was in the box.
We really don't know...
If not for that and yet, to think that some...
$5 और बचे ढूंढने के लिए चलो
Could we have a look around?
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't...
Thanks, everyone.
अब क्या क्या रह गया है
Why would it... And that's cool. Taking a ton... this place?
It seems someone...
Alone, perhaps.
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon ride. Why would it be?
Oh, her clothes are here.
Right. Ugh.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why? What?
Oh, Paimon knows. And here's a broken Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's a...
Perhaps it was a prop for a
Whatever it... Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up. Well, we've ascertained the state of the... Let's find a place to...
बहुत ही बोरिंग में फंसा दिया.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal...
They believe the guards have...
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld.
Charges and then trial. So if the...
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the oratrice will hear statements from both sides. That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, to put it simply, it's as if the oratrice has its own
पता
will
नहीं क्या चल
and
रहा है,
is a
मेरे को
judge in
कुछ
its
समझ
own
नहीं
right.
आ
This also precludes any
अच्छा
kind of
खासा-
favoritism on the part of the Chief
इसके भाई को
Justice.
ढूंढने आए थे, ये क्या
Not
बकवास
that
बातें
this
कर रहे हैं यहाँ
Once
पे.
both sides, then fine. Huh?
In practice,
पानी
there
वाले
is
एरिया
very
में.
little difference. Yeah. Because we've chosen to act as...
They're concerned that we might be... And even if that
मेरे
were
तो नहीं आने
not...
लगी
ready
बहुत
to
जोर की.
break.
Of course.
साला एक घंटे से
I
ही घूम
ju-
रहे हैं.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to... I mean, what better way...
Breaking out. Just kidding. Just kidding. Paimon will still do her
ये
best,
नौटंकी क्यों नहीं
even
घूम
if
रही
there
है?
are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks.
Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
आज ही आराम और कर लो, कल से पता नहीं क्या ही होने वाला है ऑफिस में.
Wait. You're carrying a portable...
Yes, I'm
I have eggs, sugar.
These three are quite the interesting group.
बस खाने के पीछे पड़ी रहती है. अभी मर्डर हो गया किसी का.
And Paimon thought it
Prestige
smelled
movie
good
के
while
दौरान.
it was still from the way you had these two guys carrying on. But
उसी
you
को
ended up doing...
इन्वेस्टिगेट
I
कर
was
रहे
a
हैं.
plot actor.
और
And
क्लाइंट
I was giving
अरे काहे का
encouraging
हाँ कह सकते हो
smiles.
क्लाइंट की वजह से थोड़ा रश कर रहे हैं वो. शायद लॉर्ड आने वाला है फरवरी में.
Aren't you worried about getting your
Don't underestimate
शायद.
anything. Give these a try. Fresh out of the oven.
तो वो चाहते हैं
There's
न्यू
3 for
एप्लीकेशन
each
तब
of
तक
us.
रेडी हो जाए.
Only 3?
पर मुझे लग नहीं रहा कि
Well,
न्यू
eating
एप्लीकेशन
too
होगी
many
रेडी
sweet
कम से कम
treats
अप्रैल
might
तक.
send all that sugar.
Tea is ready to be served as well. No need for...
टीवी वाला लॉर्ड टीवी वाला है क्या?
All right then.
भाई होगा पर टीवी वाला
Down to business.
कुछ बैंकिंग वैंकिंग है उनका
Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal
अभी
also
IM ग्लोबल कोई
occupied its
था
sealed confines.
उसका रिक्वायर
The
उसका तो हो
magician
गया चलो
twins could have
डिलीवर आज या कल में हो
Why
जाएगा
would they the flower vase and resulting in the shatter? Perhaps the criminal.
Paimon thinks that
लगता है
makes sense,
इंक्रीमेंट
but
मांगने
the
का टाइम
real
आ
trouble
गया
is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person, but...
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly
ये बात
made
तो है
modifications?
That's right.
हर बड़ी
And
कंपनी
even if she had
नहीं पर
tampered with
ये
the
लोग तो
setup, she
कंसल्टिंग
would
यूज
need to
करते हैं ना
understand
शायद
the nor does she
रिकॉर्ड्स
have
वगैरह के
any
लिए EY
motive.
वगैरह ना
The guard
AIR,
said that she has
Deloitte,
never
ये सब
had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
हमसे शायद रिस्क
From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. You macarons... What?
वैलो तो खेल नहीं सकते भाई हाथ जम गए हैं कीबोर्ड का शिफ्ट खराब हो चुका है दबता नहीं है कभी-कभी
Please don't worry about it. At my age...
No. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too... Wait. Even you
अरे
don't
ये
believe
भाई
Paimon?
मेरे को मेल आया कौन सी कंपनी देखेगा जिसका वो है
You.
बताता हूँ
If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
ये पे करती रहेगी
All right, we get it. Well, I
Company का
suppose
नाम
one of
है?
us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal.
क्या नाम है इसका
Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
शिपमेंट वाली
What
का
are you doing?
Making sure
I-way
everyone gets 3 macarons, of
X
course.
I वे X
Exactly.
I
We don't want to trouble
W A
you.
Y E double X
As you wish, demoiselle.
साला मेरा पैकेज बोल रहे हैं भोपाल पहुंचेगा
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
कब पहुंचेगा पता नहीं भेज दिया 30 तारीख को
Well,
वही
this
मुंबई से
really is your hobby, huh?
अब साला एक दिन में पहुंच जाना चाहिए था वही तो बोल रहा हूँ नहीं दिखा रहा कुछ भी डेट वेट
Well,
इतना
that's
ऊट
it for
पटांग
snack
इनका वो है
time.
ट्रैकर
I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know
दिखा रहा है
what we're
शिपमेंट
looking
सेंड टू
for
भोपाल
yet.
बस
It would be
मुंबई से 30
It
तारीख
was
को
nothing. A small task for the Spina di
उसके अलावा कुछ
Rosula.
अपडेट ही नहीं है
Silver, Malus, it's time to go.
कल कॉल करनी
I'll be
पड़ेगी
back
उनको
if I
वापस
find
कि
it.
भैया क्या कर रहे हो कैसा घटिया शिपमेंट दिया है
It's time to put our heads together.
चलो सोने का टाइम आ गया है 8 बजे तक सो जाओ हाँ बे पैपे हो रही है चलो इसमें क्या है चलता रहता है कुछ ना कुछ 8 से ट्रायल सीधे बेट हाँ हो सकता है डायरेक्ट आए कुछ वैसे होते हैं ना ट्रैकर बेकार वाले सर्विसेज कोरियर वाले जो होते हैं पर एक ही आइटम दूसरा आइटम तो भेजा ही नहीं अभी तक हेडफोन
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing. Good plan.
Just relax. Even if everyone else besides...
कीबोर्ड आ जाए
Thanks, Navia.
हेडफोन गलत
Best of luck to you.
कीबोर्ड से मेरा काम चल नहीं रहा कोडिंग भी नहीं हो रही ढंग से इससे ठंड वैसे ही बहुत ज़्यादा है बटन दबते नहीं है कभी-कभी अच्छा वो अपना रेड स्विच लिए हैं
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how...
To be honest,
No.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terrible.
Since both parties, firstly, in order...
Yes, of course.
इससे अच्छा तो एपेक्स ही है लेकिन खेल नहीं पा रहा है वो भी
Thank you, Mr. Linney. You ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once...
Yes, that's...
In that case, I...
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly... There is no way.
That is simply...
Oh, is that so?
The roaring countdown...
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that
No, nothing.
ये पानी वाली
I
आइटम
see.
है
Huh?
hey,
Yeah, I'm sure he could...
I was right by them.
ये क्या नौटंकी है
look at
पलड़ा
those
भारी है
scales. Could those mean...
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. confidence cannot go unfounded. And tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Heart?
The House
Such
of
a
the
great
Heart?
news. पर ये साले इस हफ्ते एक साथ चलो भाई
No wonder they did
निकले तो
Serial does. I've got a feeling that
इस हफ्ते मतलब ये Saturday मतलब कब
That's irrelevant.
Indeed. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent.
तो निकलेंगे तो वायर होते हुए ना
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the... Oh, good thing I made all those preparations.
Hey, Linny!
Order! First, when are these claims Please answer.
I'm sorry. Yes, there.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentence.
What should we do now?
Granted.
Permission to speak, Your Honor. My client has withheld some key
In
information.
that case, what is your request?
I request brief adjournment.
Is that
The
really
court will be
necessary?
adjourned.
They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys.
Order! Order! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
अगली तारीख तक
So, in that case,
चलो नहीं क्या है नौटंकी फिर से अबे यार फिर से नौटंकी हो गई कुछ आगे बढ़ो
Well, this is awkward. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We based our entire... Not to set the wrong tone.
I'm very. I know you've clacked, but our organization.
Right now, we want to.
That's right. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to. Right. You met a Fatu, but still.
Sorry. Well, you both said right. Let's hear...
Of course. We've been trying to find during our investigation from that moment on.
Is that what you needed?
That's right. So after
that air vent was created during the construct.
Well, what should have been that voice seemed to on the way back. After that.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear.
Because of that.
That's the only way.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, it was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusation, huh?
Ha! Ha!
चलो
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her...
that took long enough. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
ये क्या है यार? Oh. हट मेरे को नहीं इतना आ रहा स्किप कर दूँ
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he did not realize that this... Finally, he used the vase to knock her out before making her change at this time. So Linny proceeded. Afterward, Linny... And there you have it.
Does the defendant's side have any...
The key to refuting... According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey. Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only... Linny went to the...
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have the crime scene. Finally, he... Paimon did it! Paimon...
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing...
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of
Oh.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're part... Well, your denial... You're saying that he wasn't?
अब ये क्या नौटंकी है?
Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought? That's right! This means that when the crime happened, the same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof!
Well, to think you'd use such luck. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it? Could there have been a third Halsey is the missing person and the deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
Huh? That can't be right.
Oh, is that so? What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be... No one entered or left the... The deceased's name is... Halsey's clothing was in... The sound we heard made...
अबे
The deceased's name is Halsey's clothing... The sound we heard made... Lenny was not in the tunnel. Halsey's clothing was... The sound we heard may have... Lenny was not in the tunnel. It would have been tough for both... No one entered or left...
Huh?
Halsey's clothing... No one entered or left the deceased's name is Halsey's clothing was... It would have been tough for both...
अच्छा ये blue वाला सही है.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have come from a cloud. It would have been tough for both people.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still at...
Look, since we're at a dead end, just like the trick is at
If only we knew.
Well, that would be nice, but it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just...
Excuse my interrupt.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Come on. The sub.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing... The deceased's name is Cowl. The vase was not broken by...
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing if there's a...
Oh, just a moment, please. How could a person ever be transformed into... Magic tricks are ultimate...
Even so, the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of... Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the...
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an... Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal...
We are still examining the... We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage. The notebook in his backpack claimed...
The primordials...
The note's contents also indicate... The notebook has many... One of these tubes, the notes also... As such, we will...
You gotta be kidding. It's something so ridiculous.
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain...
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if... Wait just a minute. Could that mean...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your part?
Let's go.
Order! Order! It is undeniable that Still, guards, Mr. Linney.
Of course. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case is seeming...
Right! Like the metal hook! Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that... What?
Now it seems like the hook rope was the water from the primordials. The deceased's name is Cowell. The rope that strung the The deceased's name is Now it seems like the hook rope. The water from the primordials. The deceased's name is Cowell. Now it seems like the hook rope. Lynette was in the magic... I remember there was some... The rope that strung the water from the primordial sea...
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the when the magic box containing Halsey would float when the balloon and afterward, but...
Huh. That actually links together a lot.
Oh, dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I?
Now, it seems like his notes mention.
On that note, I shall now invite him.
Thank you, Your Honor. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be.
Oh, does this not, my dear citizens, my... Linny did not need, having made modification, but upon his, ultimately, he now, as my... Am I right?
We've used up all the Is this the end of...
Oh no! Seems you...
I think we've all... I believe this is indeed... Now then, my good...
excuse me,
Miss, I must ask you not to shout.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh. What if...
No offense, miss, but miracles...
Come on now, don't be silly. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a... Come on, Linny. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show...
I understand.
And voila.
Sorry.
Wait, isn't that Halsey?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I tested, I was hiding outside. I was just feeling happy that no one had...
That'll teach you to...
Where should I begin? Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a... That's how I make a living. But I was noticed at the...
Hey! No wonder you look familiar. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty...
Well, and I thought that he even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. So I played... I wasn't going to... There was no... I slipped out after...
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, had I known that...
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now.
This time, we need to... The strange sound... The flower vase was... Lillian was a...
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time! Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowl leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, the two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowl out and putting him in. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until... She knew that she would have to go through...
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped two of them.
At this point, all the events that...
Ah, so bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina.
I...
Please answer the question.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further...
Wow! Look at that!
If there are no objections, Then as the Chief Justice, the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience with some modifications to the selector to cover up any evidence, while he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank. Using the fireworks at the end of he poured the water. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian, thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these. From this reconstruction, while there is much in Linny and Lillian, this case at least can be as such.
Great work, partner.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, how did you find...
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was...
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's... I'm sure you know what you must do to...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way...
We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny.
And now that your plan... Therefore you...
Yes, our boss. It can also be made. We've been in this...
And now he can no longer...
Such ruthless...
An outrage. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now?
Please.
That's...
Traveler, Paimon! Please wait.
Linny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now, but still, I guess. I didn't approach you with any As for why, that was how Father, who you might know as the Knave...
The Knave? The one who...
That's right. Back when our parents first died, to survive, I took my sister through... To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after what...
So you went from orphan...
That was how we felt, but he would constantly take...
That doesn't seem true.
After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was... I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did... The answer he gave me was... She caught the eye of the most eminent person...
Oh no. So he was gonna... But what am...
As far as outsiders are concerned, I managed to... All I saw was the...
So...
That's right. Father, at the House of the... I was hesitant, but she was also...
Oh...
She has gained
So... She...
That's right. Today's case has everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the to us orphans.
So... From small...
It's all right. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the house, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future.
Bye, Linny!
अभी भी खत्म नहीं हुआ इससे बातें होंगी
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer. Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah, I see. Sorry.
Don't say that, Navia.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having wait.
Huh?
Well, anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
You don't have to twist.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, then.
Finally. Good. बस ये 4 मिशन करने फटाफट
Time to go.
Everyone hold hands.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
हैं ओ ऐसा कुछ भी है क्या ठीक है
Add Astro. Thank you for
Ad Astra. Ad Astra.
जरा उसको चला के देखते हैं RRD2 को। अबे रेजोल्यूशन क्या है? 2560 कहाँ है? हाँ ये रहा। सब कुछ अल्ट्रा कर रखा है? रन बेंचमार्क किए जाए ना। ये कैसा बेंचमार्क टेस्ट है? अल्ट्रा को हाई कर देता हूँ बस, बाकी सब बढ़िया है। शैडो नहीं चाहिए मुझे कोई खास। मिरर क्वालिटी हाई चाहिए और वाटर क्वालिटी भी हाई चाहिए। वीडियो मेमोरी तो कुछ गिर ही नहीं रही है। आई थिंक टेक्सचर के चक्कर में है। फ्लफिंग ऑफ कर दो, कोई जरूरत नहीं है। विशिंग को ऑफ कर दो। विशिंग ऑन रख दो। जी फोर्स में कभी कभी दिखता नहीं, तो स्टार्टिंग में तो मुझे चालू करना ही पड़ेगा। 16x ठीक है। चलो एक बार ये करके देखते हैं, इसका बेंचमार्क कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद करेंगे मेन। ले रिस्टार्ट ही मांग रहा है। चलो कोई ना, रिस्टार्ट कर लेंगे। तब तक जी फोर्स में देखते हैं क्या सिचुएशन है। ये 2K के चक्कर में रह गया ये छोटा सा मार्क। ले ऑप्टिमल हाईएस्ट ही बोल रहा है, कर देते हैं फिर। DLSS वगैरह आ गए हैं ऑटोमेटिक। नहीं गेम ऑप्टिमाइज नहीं हो रहा है, देख हम कर रहे हैं तब भी नहीं हो रहा है। अप्लाई कर रहे हैं पर वैल्यूज अप्लाइड नहीं हो रही हैं, समझा? ये लफड़ा है। ये इसमें भी हो रहा है, साइबरपंक में भी हो रहा है, वो भी ऑप्टिमाइज नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ के थ्रू। तो भले अप्लाई कर दे सेटिंग पर, अप्लाई नहीं होती वो। कुछ तो इशू है। कहाँ की सेटिंग्स अपलोड करी थी गायब, फिर से तो पुरानी वाली आ गई हैं। ये क्या ड्रामा है। 720p लगा हुआ है ये तो। ये देखो डू यू वांट टू कीप द सेकंड्स नॉट, ठीक है ए कर देते हैं इस बार, नो बी की जगह, ठीक है। अब एक बार हाँ इसको ऑन करके चलो, अप्लाई चेंजेस तो दिखा नहीं रहा है, आरएस करके देखते हैं। दिखाओ जरा सेटिंग कैसी हैं। सारे गेम ऑफ द ईयर खेलूंगा केवल, है ना। एल्डन रिंग हो गया, विचर भी खेला है, ये खेल लेंगे। दिखा रहा था 165, अब लेकिन इसकी हवा निकल गई, 60 पे ही रुका हुआ है। क्या 30 आ पाएंगे? खिंच रहे हैं, सही है। 120 80 60 बस 60 सेकंड देते हैं। Not bad, not bad. Now you. इसमें सब कुछ अल्ट्रा है, अभी तो कुछ चेंज नहीं किया अपन ने। थोड़ी बहुत चेंज करेंगे, 100 के आसपास तो पहुंच जाएंगे अल्ट्रा से हाई पे आने पे ही। सही दिखा है। पर रीस्टार्ट करने पे हर बार ग्राफिक्स चेंज करने पड़ेंगे तो बेकार है, फिर तो अनइंस्टॉल ही कर दूंगा मैं। कोई सॉल्यूशन देखना पड़ेगा। एक्चुअली उसमें ऐसा था कि ह्यूगो ही सोर्स था उसका, समझा, वो सारे रेट वगैरह का। तो वो लोग कुछ भी कर लें, वो क्योर मिल ही नहीं रहा था उनको। ह्यूगो सोर्स नहीं, मतलब उनका कोई शॉर्ट कर सकते हैं गोली। अरे बी दबा दिया गलती से, शिट। चलो कोई ना, अब एक बार बी क्विट करके वापस चालू करके देखते हैं गेम। बच गए। मुझे लगा था कि ग्राफिक्स शायद नहीं आए अपडेटेड वाले। एक बार बेंचमार्क और करेंगे ऑप्टिमल सेटिंग करने के बाद। क्योंकि मोशन ब्लर तो चाहिए नहीं अपन को। टेक्सचर कोई मतलब नहीं रखता इतना ज़्यादा। इल्यूमिनेशन हटाओ, शेडो की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, फार शेडो की और कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, ऑफ, रिफ्लेक्शन सही है, मिरर सही है, वाटर सही है, वॉलपेपर सही है, कंट्रोल सही है, सही है सही है सही है। इनको कुछ ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं है। इतनी ज़्यादा गिव्स दी रूफ टेक्सचर शेडिंग, अरे हट कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है। फॉर क्वालिटी आई थिंक ये ठीक है, लाइटनिंग थोड़ी सी कम कर देते हैं, हाई ठीक है। मिरर तो मुझे चाहिए अल्ट्रा। चलो तब तो दूध गर्म करके रख के आता हूँ। क्या रहा इसको, चल रहा है अभी भी। अल्ट्रा नहीं खेल लेंगे यार, 60 FPS बहुत है। 4K में करके देखेंगे एक बार, कल करके देखेंगे 4K में। कर सकते हैं क्या हम इसको? ये भी तो अच्छा दिख रहा है। आई थिंक हाई ग्राफिक्स में खेलना पड़ेगा, कम जो भी तो मुझे नहीं आ रहा है, तो बढ़िया दिख रहा है। अच्छा ही किसी कुछ आ रही है। क्या फिर से चालू हो गया भाई? मतलब एक ही बार कर सकते हैं। एवरेज फ्रेम 83। गुड, चलो बंद किया जाए। चलो मच्छर आ गया एक। मिलते हैं।